Welcome back to the showcase. We got some new content to go over, and let's get started with it. Up first, we have Hunter's Bow, obtained from Frederick for 800 gold. It does 55 damage and applies minus 10 exposed for 5 turns. Exposed from this card cannot stack and will instead refresh the duration. As a refresher, Exposed is a flat damage increase by attack cards. Since this is intended for beginner players, I recommend a Decker's Bundle and Plimbata. You will get so much value out of this. I promise it will work. Up next is Yu Longbow. Now, I know I did cover this before in the Cambris Mega Showcase, but now you can get it. It does 60 damage at a good range. And you can get this by either doing the Fetcher's Quest, which is unlocked after completing the main storyline, or as a drop from Arcovian Hunters. Up next is Sharpened Arrows, also obtained from the quest you get from Fletcher. At the start of every 4th turn, you get a 4-turn attack modifier that scales with the amount of marksman cards played. Each marksman card adds plus 6% to the attack modifier up to 30%. And combatants that are 3 or more tiles away from you have an additional minus 10% defensive buff. Due to how this trinket works, you have 100% upkeep on the attack modifier after the 4th turn. And since this attack modifier doesn't go down in any way, you can use cheap marksmanship cards in order to build a permanent attack modifier. Here's all the marksmanship cards for reference. That's it for marksmanship. Let's move on to Poison Haze. Obtained from all my guild members, it applies a 40 damage over 10 turns poison and a 30% poison amp for 6 turns to a single enemy. Consecutive uses of this card with targets already having poison amp will instead increase the duration by 5 turns. And finally, using a 1-bit effect card will reshuffle this back into your hand from your discard pile. Now, fun fact, thanks to the poison amp, you're actually doing the same damage as Ignite, but over a longer duration with this card. Pestilent Mark makes good synergy with this as it's 1-bit and applies poison, or you can just go hand with Conjure. That's always an option. Up next is Nature's Blessing, which heals the target for 20 health, applies a plus 15% defense modifier, and a 15 health resilience, both of these lasting 3 turns. You can buy this card for 28 skull tokens at Yar cost. Now, Resilience is the new status effect that makes it so that you heal the combatant whenever they take attack or aura damage. This status effect does not go away until all its turns are consumed. To demonstrate, I'm going to throw down the Decaying Ground right here, and as you can see, every time I take aura damage, I also heal 15 health. You can synergize this with Vein Corrosive as you place an aura down, and now it'll be the effective heal. Forget what I said, they just patched that. So you could use this against enemies with multi-hits like Cedrian. I don't know why would you use this against Cedrian though. This card's also good in link strats as you can face take your own Decaying Grounds with it. But that's going to be it for today's showcase. I know it's been forever since I dropped a video. I had to put out a filler one last time. But with Crossroads on the horizon, we have something to look forward to. And here's the current progress on it, thanks to Light. And I also got my EXP icon again. Yay! Woohoo! Yay! Thank you, Lights, or whoever put this in the game. I'm running out of time. Like and subscribe. Thank you. Bye!